Hello and welcome back to your social science class, actually geography class, because we are going through the geography chapters. So today is the discussion of chapter number 4. The chapter's name is air. इसमें हम फिर से first we will discuss the backside question answers, then we will discuss inside the question answers in 2 sessions. So let's start our today's session with the question number 1. So हमारा question है, what is atmosphere? Although again I used to give an overview for each and every question. So here is the overview for this question. Atmosphere क्या है? It is the thin layer surrounding us. Simplest way, but still what to write? So atmosphere is a thin blanket of air, thin layer of air, thin blanket of air that surrounds the earth. So a thin layer of air surrounding us, surrounding the earth. Then further a bit more description is there. तो आप इस आंसर को 1 mark के लिए भी consider कर सकते हैं and for more than 1 mark also, as in it consists of, so we do have its components as well. So it consists of several gases in which nitrogen and oxygen occupies the maximum, and सबसे ज़्यादा है nitrogen gas. It protects us from the harmful rays of the sun. So we do have the define, we do have the components, major one, and also we do have the importance of atmosphere. So हमारे पास एक के क्वेश्चन के आंसर में तीन क्वेश्चंस के आंसर हैं. सो बम्पर ऑफर, काइंडली लर्न इट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है हमारा, विच टू गैसेस मेक्स द बल्क मतलब अबंडेंस मोर देन इनफ ऑफ द एटमॉस्फेयर. सो यहाँ पे हमें बताना है the names of 2 gases which are found in majority and that we have already just now discussed. They are nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrogen covers 78% of the atmospheric layers and oxygen comprises 21. हालांकि oxygen is more important but nitrogen is more in count, so it has its own concerns over there. But हमारा क्वेश्चन सिर्फ ये पूछ रहा था कि कौन सी 2 गैसेस बल्क में प्रेजेंट हैं. So they are nitrogen and oxygen. Next question, which gas creates greenhouse effect? Greenhouse effect. It's not related to any house. We are referring to the gases that are supporting life system on the earth. So which gas creates greenhouse effect in the atmosphere? So it is the gas that is quite important for each and every biotic component or living beings. तो वो है हमारी carbon dioxide. As humans are releasing carbon dioxide, who is inhaling that? Trees. And same with the animals part. So carbon dioxide creates a greenhouse effect in the atmosphere. These are one word kind of answers, but yes, you can make a sentence also if it is not asking about the answer in one word only. Next question है हमारा, what is weather? Remember, weather and climate, 2 terms are there and I have explained the difference between both of them. तो आप exactly वो आंसर भी यहाँ लिख सकते हैं. So weather is hour to hour and day to day condition of the atmosphere. Which condition? We are hereby particularly talking about the heat or insolation received by the earth from the sun. Along with that we are discussing about the rainfall, because the common factor जो यहाँ पे heat है वो almost every factor को affect करता है within the atmosphere. If the heat will be more, there will be more evaporation, more will be the rain. If the heat will be less, any part of the earth, जैसे कि poles कम heat receive करते हैं या ना के बराबर करते हैं for a particular while of the year, भाई 6 months it remains day and 6 months it remains night onto the poles. दोनों, चाहे हम नॉर्थ पोल की बात करें चाहे हम साउथ पोल की बात करें. So that concern is over there. तो वेदर है डे टू डे चेंजेस. वेदर फोरकास्ट में क्या आता है? टुडे देयर विल बी सनशाइन, द टेम्परेचर विल रिमेन मैक्सिमम अप टू दिस एंड मिनिमम अप टू दिस. तो ये होता है वेदर, डे टू डे चेंजेस इन द क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस ऑफ अ प्लेस, ऑफ द एटमॉस्फेयर ऑफ अ प्लेस. नेक्स्ट है, नेम 3 टाइप्स ऑफ रेनफॉल्स. अगेन I hope you remember them. So 3 types of rainfalls are convectional, orographic, cyclonic. Convectional, that occurs due to the extreme heat by the prime time, 12 to 2 or 12 to 4, and it's also known as 4 o'clock rainfall. I have told that. Orographic rainfall related to the land shape or landscape, particularly mountains. Then cyclonic, it is due to the cyclones. साइक्लोन्स हमारे यहाँ है, जो साइक्लोन और एंटी साइक्लोन वाला कॉन्सेप्ट है, they occur in the huge water bodies, likewise oceans. Next question hai, what is air pressure? So what is air pressure? The pressure exerted by air onto the earth's surface, that is known as air pressure. Still, here is the answer. So the pressure exerted by the weight of air on the earth's surface. So you can consider 1 unit of the earth's surface as well. So on the earth's 1 unit of area, whatever pressure is exerted by the air, that is known as air pressure. This is the proper define. Next question. So now we are going to discuss the MCQ kind of questions. Take the correct answers. Which of the following gases protects us from the harmful sun rays? So protective shield on the earth within the atmosphere. Which is that? I hope 4 of the names or 4 or 5 पहले तो ये decide कर लीजिए. There are 4 layers of the atmosphere or 5 layers of the atmosphere. And whatever your answer is, you should remember those names. क्योंकि अभी हम जो MCQs discuss कर रहे हैं, majority of the questions will be comprising those layers names. So you should know the name of the layer and उनका specific characteristic. So here is the first question कि कौन सा gas है, gases protect us from the harmful rays of the sun. Carbon dioxide have no matter to do with this because it is responsible for the greenhouse effect. Nitrogen is found in abundance, but ozone is a layer, a gas that is present within the atmosphere, जो कि हमें UV rays, ultraviolet rays that we received, Earth received from the sun, उससे हमें बचाती है. Next question. The most important layer of the atmosphere is. अब हम important layer की बात कर रहे हैं. So we have to consider the most important thing on the earth. That is what? Humans. ऐसा नहीं है. Plants are not necessary. Animals are not necessary. But we are talking about, let's consider 3 of them. हम living beings की ही बात कर लेते हैं. So what exactly is important to us? The climatic condition, and climate comprises apt amount of heat that affects the other system. So हमें यहाँ पे देखना है कि climatic condition कौन से sphere में occur होते हैं. Because only one layer is there where all the perfect climatic conditions are present for the survival of all the living beings. तो हमारा आंसर है troposphere because this is the first layer from the earth. This is the earth, so this is the first layer of troposphere. Then goes strato and further layers. So our answer will be troposphere. Next question. Which of the following layers of the atmosphere is free from clouds? No climatic conditions, so we are going to answer stratosphere. As it is the second layer, it is completely opposite to the troposphere, that is the first layer from the atmosphere of the earth. इस layer में कोई भी climatic condition doesn't take place and it is completely free from clouds. इसीलिए stratosphere में जो हमारे jet flying area या flying area consider होता है, हमारे जितने भी planes, fighter jets हैं, जो भी jets हैं, चाहे simple passenger planes हैं, ये सारे के सारे stratosphere में fly करते हैं. As it is cloud free zone. बादल नहीं है भाई, जैसे रोड पर एक्सीडेंट का खतरा रहता है फ्रॉम द ट्रैफिक, फ्रॉम द मिसलेनियस क्रीचर्स कमिंग ऑन टू द रोड, हवा में भी खतरा होता है एक्सीडेंट का. सो ओवर देयर द रिस्क इज ऑफ क्लाउड, तो यहाँ पे क्लाउड ही नहीं है. दिस इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट इज एज वी गो अप द लेयर्स ऑफ द एटमॉस्फेयर, जैसे जैसे वी आर पासिंग फ्रॉम वन लेयर टू द अदर, देन टू द अदर, देन टू द अदर, लाइकवाइज. सो व्हाट हैपेंस टू द प्रेशर? So pressure will decrease. How so? Why so? We have already discussed. Still a bit recall. तो pressure कम क्यों होता है? क्योंकि air molecules expand होते जाते हैं. Dense कहाँ पे होंगे? जहाँ पे moisture होगा. Moisture कहाँ पे होगा? जहाँ पे ज़्यादातर climatic conditions takes place. वो कौन सा एरिया है भाई? Troposphere. So as we go up layer by layer, the atmospheric pressure decreases, not increases. Then when precipitation comes down in the liquid form, it is called the liquid form. There are various types of precipitation, solid, liquid. Both we have discussed, so we are talking about the liquid form. Usko kya kehte hain? So quite obviously, we do consider it as rain. Snow, it's not the liquid form. Cloud, definitely, it is neither of the forms of the precipitation. Next, we have the match the following now. Again, we have in column A 4 options. Column B comprises F options, means more than 4, 6 options. We have to dig out our answers. So our first option from column A, trade winds. So there are types of winds that we have discussed: permanent winds, temporary winds, local winds, seasonal winds. So these are the options and we have to pick out. And no matter यहाँ पे सिर्फ wind की बात ना हो, किसी और topic का आ जाए, again we have to pick out the related one, कि किसी न किसी तरह connected होना चाहिए column B के option से. So trade wind is a permanent wind. I'll be careful. This is mentioning A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. So I will write 1, 2, 3 over there. Loo is a local wind. क्योंकि loo doesn't flow all over the area, एक particular area में according to the climatic conditions. क्योंकि loo है एक hot wind. C option or the third one, monsoon. तो monsoon क्या है? Again, these are not the permanent winds because monsoon comes. Likewise, for example, क्यों भाई? Monsoon is majorly experienced within the India. तो India में monsoon का season, it's not expanding for throughout the year. Timing के लिए आता है 3-4 महीने, चलो max to max 3 months के लिए आता है. So it comes in the seasonal winds. So monsoon are the seasonal winds because monsoon winds brings the rain to the India subcontinent. Last है हमारा wind. So wind क्या होता है? It is the simple movement of the air. So where can we find the movement of the air? This is horizontal. Horizontal, this is one. This is the vertical position. So horizontal movement of the air is called wind. That was all about this MCQs part. अभी है हमारे पास give reasons. Again, जितना हम इसमें डिस्कस कर सकते हैं, we will do as much as we can so that the answer should be clear to you properly. ताकि अगर आपको words याद ना रहे, still you will be able to remember the concept. So here is our first statement. Wet clothes, गीले कपड़े ज़्यादा टाइम लेते हैं, takes longer time to dry on a humid day. So prime concern to understand humid day. Humid, a day where, of course, हम day की बात कर रहे हैं. So humidity is the moisture content present in there, कि हवा में कितना ज़्यादा moisture है, that is considered for humid part. तो जिस दिन humidity होती है उस दिन कपड़े कम सूखते हैं because air is comprising more moisture as compared to the dry day. तो dry day में जो है molecules expanded होते हैं, heat ज़्यादा होती है, so उस दिन ज़्यादा कपड़े सूखते हैं. Wet जो clothes हैं humid day वाले दिन कम सूखते हैं क्योंकि हवा में ही already moisture है, water content है, तो water content को observe कितना कर पाएगा? That is the answer, but still written part has to be discussed. Here it is. As the air gets warmer, its capacity to hold moisture increases. Warmer air, warmer on the hotter part, so warm air can absorb more and more moisture. Opposite to that, humid air can't absorb that amount of moisture. So after a limit of absorbing moisture वो खत्म हो जाती है, then it unable to receive more or absorb more moisture. So therefore it becomes more and more humid. तो जितना capacity होता है उसके बाद उसमें water absorbance part खत्म हो जाता है, so it remains humid. So on such days water from clothes does not evaporate easily because air is not warm enough. It is having its full potential of moisture content. So thus wet clothes take a longer time to dry. In simple words, जिस दिन हवा में गर्मी ज्यादा होती है, मॉलिक्यूल्स एक्सपैंडेड ज्यादा होते हैं, मॉइस्चर कम होता है, ना के बराबर होता है, कपड़े जल्दी सूखते हैं. जो मॉइस्चर ज्यादा होता है हवा में, पानी की मात्रा ज्यादा होती है, सो द क्लोथ्स टेक्स मोर टाइम टू ड्राई आउट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, amount of insolation. Insolation, again, one of the terms used for the heat received by the Earth's surface. So amount of insolation decreases from equator towards the poles. Best option to understand is the diagram. Of course, I'm going to provide you the written answer as well, but पहले diagram से पढ़ लेते हैं. So question is asking, amount of insolation, heat received by the Earth's surface decreases from equator towards the poles. World, this is equator. These are the poles. North pole 90 degree, South pole 90 degree. Now according to the question, our diagram is complete. Still one query. So that is of the sun. maximum sun rays received by the इक्वेटर पार्ट आप देख रहे हैं, मैक्सिमम जो सन रेज है इट इज रिसीव्ड ईदर बाय द इक्वेटर या उसके आसपास का रीजन. एंड एज द वर्ल्ड गोज इन दिस मैनर, which manner we are talking about? The slanting rays. So more the slanting rays, more they are passing by the earth's surface. आप देख सकते हैं, this is received by the earth in maximum, then slanting one, and here it is not even going nearby the earth. So जैसे जैसे हम इक्वेटर से पोल्स की तरफ जाते हैं, what happen? Insolation कम होता जाता है, because the sun rays are not even directly falling, they are skipping the earth. यहाँ पे almost slanting है, as it happens in winters. So here is the further answer. On the equator, insolation comes through vertical rays, vertical straight one, and it covers less space. Hence, heat is felt more or near equator, because the sun rays are received directly and maximum by the equator, on the equator or nearby the equator. The first point clear है. Then, as the distance increases from equator towards the poles, दोनों तरफ, the insolation comes through slanting rays. Exactly matter that I have told you through the help of diagram. So ये था हमारा diagram का explanation, ये है उसी का written explanation. So continuing point, slanting rays come on the earth passing longer distances through the atmosphere, so they heat up more space, hence there is less heat towards the pole. Concept is quite simple. So that's all for today's class. See you soon in the next class with the extra questions discussions. तब तक के लिए keep focusing on your studies. See you. Bye bye.